He arose a victor from the dark domain, and he lives forever with his saints to reign. He arose, hallelujah, Christ arose. Death cannot keep his prey, Jesus my Savior, he tore the bars away, Jesus my Lord. Up from the grave he arose, with a mighty triumph o'er his foes. He arose a victor from the dark domain, and he lives forever with his saints to reign. He arose, hallelujah, Christ arose.
Plan of salvation, none of us would have any hope. There would be no future. So we're thankful today that regardless on which side of the river, or regardless on which side of the cause, we all stand as people who are in need of the Savior. All around us, everywhere we are. On down from the Rankin House in the river, about 10 or 15 miles, there's where the Licking River coming up out of Kentucky runs right into the Ohio River, facing the city of Cincinnati, if you've been to Cincinnati. And it was there that slaves would come up and they would wait until a Catholic priest would hang lanterns in the top of a Catholic church. Then they would know that they could swim or come by log jump however across the river. And I couldn't help but think how often it is we let things stay way too long. My wife and I came here after 11 years with a college in North Carolina. It was a black college. And when we first went there, and I'm only talking about 2003, when we first went there, we had a board of directors meeting, and there were 15 men, 1 woman, all black. I was the only white person in the room. And I asked the chairman of the board, why in the world would 15 men at a black college want to hire a white Yankee from the north to be the president of a black college in the south? And the old man leaned back in his chair and brought me to tears. He said, because Dr. Young, the man who lives in the big house, is always white. And I thought that's a long time ago. That's not today. But I thank God that we can be in where we are today, and looking back is not as important as looking to the future. One of my favorite verses in the Bible, may sound strange, is that evening and morning were the first day. Thank God we have a first day. And last night I felt led of the Lord to pray the gospel, saying that the Lord didn't have to give us today. It wasn't necessary at all. He could have stopped this thing last night in a heartbeat, and we'd have been one way or the other, regardless of who believes what and what our doctrinal position is. He could have stopped this thing flat last night, and we'd have been in deep trouble. But he didn't. He gave us another day. He gave us a new morning, time to begin. I've always liked the Gospel of John, because it says there, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Same was in the beginning. All things were made by him, and without him was nothing made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in darkness, and the darkness could not comprehend it. And John goes on to say, there was a man sent from God. He was not that light, but that he, speaking of Jesus, was that light who was sent to be the light of all the world. But then it says he came into his own, and his own received him not. But thank God, to as many as who received him, became he the Son of God. So we're grateful for this day. I used to like to hear Howard Goodman of the old Goodman family close almost all their programs with, I've dreamed many dreams that never came true, though I waited patient and long. But answers have come to enough of my dreams to make me keep dreaming on. And I prayed many a prayer when I waited all night long, but answers have come to enough of my prayers to make me keep praying on. Then he says, and I've sowed the seeds of discord and pain, gone many days without a song, but I've sipped enough nectar from the roses of life to make me want to live on. That we will do. Let's pray together.
Him up Calvary's mountain, one day they nailed him to die on the tree. Suffering anguish, despised and rejected, bearing our sins, my Redeemer is He. Living He loved me, dying He saved me, buried He carried my sins far away, rising He justified, freely forever. One day He's coming, oh glorious day. One day the grave could conceal Him no longer. One day the stone rolled away from the door. Then He arose, over death He had conquered. Now is ascended, my Lord evermore. Living He loved me, dying He saved me, buried He carried my sins far away, rising He justified, freely forever. One day He's coming, oh glorious day. And you know the first verse at least for this one song. And we'll just do the first verse. You should know this one. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross, where the dearest and blessed for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I cherish the old rugged cross, till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. God bless you all. Happy Easter. He is risen.
He is risen indeed.
Amen.
Hallelujah.